Welcome to Azerbaijan, a land where east meets west in a breathtaking collage of landscapes and culture. Nestled at the crossroads of Europe and Asia, Azerbaijan boasts snow-capped mountains to the north and the vast Caspian Sea to the east. From ancient caravanserais along the Silk Road to futuristic city skylines, this country offers a unique blend of history and modernity. In this documentary journey, we'll explore why Azerbaijan is called the Land of Fire, discover its rich heritage and vibrant society, and see how tradition and innovation coexist in this fascinating nation. So sit back as we unveil the story of Azerbaijan, a story written in flames, music, and enduring spirit. This dramatic title is more than a marketing slogan. It's a window into Azerbaijan's soul. For thousands of years, mysterious flames have risen from its earth, fueled by abundant natural gas beneath the Absheron Peninsula. In ancient times, travelers marveled at these ever-burning fires. Priests of Zoroastrianism, an early religion, worshipped at fire temples fed by the natural gas seeps, believing the flames to be a divine presence. Even the very name Azerbaijan is thought to derive from an old Persian word meaning protected by fire. Over millennia, fire became a national symbol, from the fire motifs in Azerbaijan's coat of arms to its modern tourism motto. Today, the nickname Land of Fire also celebrates the country's energy riches and fiery natural wonders, linking ancient lore to contemporary identity. Azerbaijan's history is as rich and complex as its nickname. This land has seen the rise and fall of empires, from the ancient Medes and Persians to Islamic dynasties, and later the Russian Empire. In the 19th century, Baku, Azerbaijan's capital, experienced the world's first oil boom, drawing fortune seekers from east and west. By 1918, Azerbaijan briefly became the first democratic republic in the Muslim world, pioneering progressive reforms, including granting women the right to vote at a time when much of the world was still catching up. Though Soviet rule followed for 7 decades, independence in 1991 brought a renewed sense of nationhood. Through it all, Azerbaijan's people have preserved their language, music, and traditions, keeping their heritage alive even under foreign influence. The very phrase Land of Fire itself survived as a testament to national pride, from antiquity to modern statehood. Next up, the people of Azerbaijan, demographics, and diversity. Let's meet the people who call Azerbaijan home. Around 10 million people live in Azerbaijan today, and their diversity reflects the country's crossroads location. The vast majority are ethnic Azerbaijanis, a Turkic people with a language akin to Turkish. Azerbaijani, or Azeri, is the official tongue, written in a Latin script, and you'll hear it in bustling bazaars and modern offices alike. Many also speak Russian as a legacy of Soviet times, and younger generations increasingly speak English, especially in the capital. Despite its ancient villages, Azerbaijan is increasingly urbanized. Over half of the population lives in cities. Baku, the capital, alone holds around a quarter of the country's population, its metro area home to over 2 million residents. This urban hub buzzes with commerce and culture, while in the countryside life moves at a quieter pace. Yet, whether you're in a cosmopolitan city cafe or a remote mountain village, you'll find Azerbaijanis bound by common threads, a strong sense of hospitality, proud traditions, and the Azerbaijani language tying everyone together. Religion and ethnicity add more color to the demographic picture. The majority of Azerbaijan's people are Muslim, predominantly Shia with a Sunni minority, but Azerbaijan is a secular republic. Religion tends to be a personal matter, and the society is generally tolerant. Small communities of Christians, Jews, and others also have deep roots here, coexisting peacefully. And beyond the dominant Azerbaijani ethnic group, there are dozens of smaller ethnic communities. You might meet Lezgins in the north or Talish in the south, groups who have preserved their own languages and customs over centuries. This mosaic of peoples and beliefs enriches Azerbaijan's culture, making it truly a meeting point of civilizations. From Baku to burning mountains, must-see sights, and traditions. Azerbaijan's attractions range from ultramodern marvels to natural wonders that fire the imagination, literally. Our journey starts in Baku, a city that dazzles visitors with contrasts. Stroll through Baku's Icheri Sheher, the old city, and you'll wander narrow alleys encircled by medieval stone walls. Here lies the iconic Maiden Tower and the ornate palace of the Shirvanshahs, remnants of a 15th century dynasty. Just outside these ancient walls, the cityscape leaps into the 21st century with gleaming skyscrapers and promenades. Nowhere is this blend more striking than the flame towers of Baku, three glass high-rises sculpted like giant flames reaching into the sky. Opened in 2013, the flame towers dominate the skyline by day. By night, their facades come alive with thousands of LED lights dancing in the image of roaring fire. It's a breathtaking sight, a modern tribute to the land of fire ethos that can be seen from all across the capital. To truly experience Azerbaijan's fiery nature, we leave the city and head to Yanar Dag, the famous burning mountain. Just outside Baku, on the Absheron Peninsula, a hillside has been ablaze for decades. Flames continually crackle along the slope, fed by natural gas seeping through the ground. Legend says this fire was accidentally ignited by a shepherd in the 1950s, and it's been burning ever since. But Azerbaijan isn't only about flame and modern fame. Its cultural traditions are equally a treasure for travelers. For instance, this nation is renowned for its carpet weaving. Azerbaijani carpets, with their intricate patterns and radiant colors, are so valued that they're listed by UNESCO as a masterpiece of intangible cultural heritage. In the mountain town of Kuba, or the workshops of Baku, you can watch skilled weavers create rugs on hand looms, a craft passed down through generations. Everywhere you go, you'll encounter the famed Azerbaijani hospitality. It's customary here to greet guests with a warm smile and a glass of hot black tea served in pear-shaped armudu glasses, often accompanied by sweets or jam. Hospitality in Azerbaijan isn't just polite, it's a point of pride. Strangers are welcomed like family, offered food and shelter even at the host's own expense. Don't be surprised if a local invites you home for a hearty meal of plov spiced rice with meat and dried fruits, or dolma vine leaf stuffed with fragrant fillings. Such experiences become highlights for travelers, creating memories of human connection that last far beyond the journey. Azerbaijan's fortunes have long been tied to oil, black gold that has driven its economy for over a century. In fact, Baku's oil fields were world famous by the late 1800s, fueling the first oil boom. Fast forward to today, and oil and natural gas remain the twin pillars of Azerbaijan's economy. The country's prosperity is anchored in hydrocarbon production, which accounts for the vast majority of its export earnings. Oil and gas exports make up roughly 90% or more of Azerbaijan's export revenue, bringing in billions of dollars that have helped transform the nation's infrastructure. The gleaming skyscrapers, modern highways, and renovated historical sites, many of these are funded by the riches gushing from beneath the Caspian Sea. However, relying so heavily on one resource is a double-edged sword. Azerbaijani leaders recognize the need to diversify the economy beyond oil and gas. In recent years, there's been a push to develop sectors like agriculture, technology, and tourism. The country's fertile valleys produce abundant fruit, vegetables, and even world-class pomegranates and hazelnuts. Efforts are underway to harness renewable energy, like wind and solar, taking advantage of the breezy Caspian coast and sunny plains. And tourism is on the rise as more people discover Azerbaijan's unique charms, from hiking in the Caucasus Mountains to exploring ancient fire temples. This economic balancing act is crucial for Azerbaijan's future, as it seeks to ensure that the land of fire thrives even when oil prices fluctuate. This economic balancing act is crucial for Azerbaijan's future, as it seeks to ensure that the land of fire thrives even when oil prices fluctuate. Azerbaijan's capital markets and business environment have also matured. Modern Baku showcases fancy malls, boutique hotels, and ambitious projects like the Baku White City redevelopment, all signaling that the country is open for global business. Yet, the energy sector remains king. Major pipelines like the Baku-Tbilisi-Sayan (BTC) carry Azerbaijani oil to the Mediterranean, and the Southern Gas Corridor delivers natural gas to Europe, boosting Azerbaijan's geopolitical importance. As we travel through Azerbaijan, It's impossible not to notice how all wealth and national development are intertwined, from the polished city parks to the social programs funded by energy exports. The challenge ahead is turning this resource wealth into long-term prosperity that benefits all Azerbaijanis, urban and rural alike. What is life really like in Azerbaijan today? It's a delightful blend of modern lifestyle and timeless traditions in the heart of Baku. You'll find young professionals commuting to work in suits, students tapping away on smartphones, and shopping malls featuring global brands. The capital's nightlife includes trendy restaurants, music clubs, and even jazz festivals, a nod to Baku's surprisingly rich jazz scene since Soviet times. Women in the city enjoy freedoms equal to men. You'll see them leading in business, science, and government roles. The urban middle class is growing, and with it comes a love for cafe culture, fashion, and travel. This is the face of a modern, progressive Azerbaijan, confident and connected to the wider world. Religion, while not overt in public life due to the secular state, still informs some customs and values gently. You'll hear the azan call to prayer from mosques in Baku and the regions, but you'll also see that most Azerbaijanis celebrate Islamic holidays like Ramadan and Eid in a more cultural than strictly religious way. The society strikes a balance. You can find a mosque and a church on the same street in Baku, and people comfortably practice their faith or lack thereof without much friction. This tolerant atmosphere is a cherished aspect of Azerbaijani life, rooted in the country's long history of multicultural coexistence. In short, Azerbaijan today is a place where you can stream the latest Netflix series in a smart home, then step outside to join your neighbors in lighting Nowruz bonfires or sharing home-baked baklava, a sweet pastry, during the holidays. The past and present coexist harmoniously. For visitors and locals alike, this blend of modernity and tradition means there's always something new to experience, yet always a sense of coming home to something familiar. We hope this journey has sparked your curiosity and wanderlust. If you enjoyed exploring Azerbaijan with us, don't forget to hit the like button and share your thoughts in the comments. What surprised you the most about the land of fire? And be sure to subscribe to our channel for more documentary adventures from around the globe. Until next time, thank you for watching, and see you on our next expedition.